Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here with a wig review for you. I have on Liana by WigPro in the color 9 Tones. I got this wig on clearance from Wig Studio One and I had to jump on it for 3 reasons. Number 1, I reviewed Kylie by the WigPro and really thought that wig was super adorable. I had a wig sister in need and I gave it to her because she's a fabulous wig sister and I love her and she's done some stuff for me, so I just gave it to her. And she loves Kylie so much. She has bought like 2 more. I think they're lasting really well and the fibers feel amazing. That I was just thrilled with that. So I thought, wow, this one, Kylie was just a little too long for me. I don't typically wear wigs below chin length. And so I thought, well, this one looks really up my alley. So the second reason was the length. And the third reason was the price. So WigPro is a little bit more of a budget brand on some of the wigs, and this one especially is in the budget realm. It's right around $100, maybe a little more, a little less. If you can find a coupon, if you can get it on clearance like I did, I mean, you can really get a good deal. And I really love bringing you budget-friendly wigs in addition to all the others, and so I really wanted to show this one to you, so I got it. This is fun because I think the wig is super cute. I think the price is wonderful and there aren't a lot of reviews out there on that. So let's get going on this review if you want to know all about Liana. First of all, let's look at her from all sides. You know, for being a lower price point wig, I love the comfort of the cap. These fibers feel so good and they're just, the flow is good. I mean, there's so much to like about it that really thrills me. And you know, Wig Studio One isn't sponsoring this, but I will tell you that I've worked with them for a long time. And while I did purchase this with my own money, I do think they're a good resource for wigs if you're new to the journey, especially because they've got great customer service and they have a great return policy. So if you're new to this and you're just not sure who to buy from, I think Wig Studio One is a great place to try, and I will put a link in the description for you. Again, I'm a guest reviewer for them. I'm not a paid employee, so take that for what you will. All right, let's talk about this color, 9 Tones. You know what one of the things I really dislike about the wig journey, how hard finding out information about color is. Next to that, I really don't like when wig manufacturers name a color and there's no description. What in the world does 9 tones mean? I mean, how in the 9 different colors blended? What colors? And so I think I was also happy to get this one so I could show you guys this color. So let me take it off and describe it to you. So 9 tones is I would call this a blonde. If you are a blonde who's used to light blondes, you might call this a light brown. So this is one of those in-between colors. Depending on your perspective, it could be a light brown or a dark blonde. I would also consider this to be more on the ashy side of the color spectrum. So I see some like ashy brunette in here. I see some kind of sandy blonde in here. I mean, I definitely think it's more on the sort of sandy brown, sandy blonde spectrum. It's very well blended, no rooting, and so it's not streaky. I mean, there's definitely some little highlights here and there. Maybe that look will give that sense to you, but it's not streaky highlights. It's primarily but well blended. Probably 9 colors blended because of the 9 tones name. But so if you're wondering if this color will work for you, I would say if you can do colors that are more on the ashy side of the spectrum and you are sort of in that light brown, dark blonde range, this could be a good color. It's unassuming, it's not fashion or super fancy, but it's really, really pretty, really you're not going to draw a ton of attention to yourself, but people are going to like what your hair looks like. So I don't know if that helped you, but I definitely think that if you're looking for a warm color, this isn't it, and it leans a lot more ashy. I will get outside for you so you can see this color outside. I'll put some timestamps in the description so you can just skip to it if that's what you're here for. All right, let's talk about Liana. She is so cute, you guys. So she has a basic cap. I probably should have showed you the cap while she was off. I'll take it off again in a minute. Basic cap, curly, but not super curly, like wavy curly mix. Nice, and kind of the length is a little above chin length. She has layers, as you can see. Very light to medium density. Not so light though that you have to worry about seeing wefting. So she's definitely not like one that you're worrying about coverage, but she's just light. She's not heavy on my head. She doesn't feel poofy or like she has a ton of hair. She does have some permatease, not a lot. Like in here, I can feel a little bit of crimpy fibers. Up here, I can feel a little bit of permatease. It's not super poofy or pillowy, but it is there. So if you are looking for a wig that has no permatease at all, this wig isn't for you. But let me just say this. If you are on a budget and you're shopping for wigs on a budget, I strongly encourage you to reconsider your stance on permatease and work on your tolerance of it. Because wigs that don't have a lot of permatease, if they are basic cap, do not have good coverage. You really, really, really risk seeing the wefting and seeing the wig cap when the wind blows, or if you try to style it. You will need to go to the next expensive level of wigs. If you can't wear permatease, you're going to need full monotops and potentially hand tied. And so if you're on a budget, you're going to have to compromise on the permatease. Now you can find wigs like this one that aren't heavy permatease. If you go a little bit light permatease and a little bit light density, it is more doable. But I really feel the need to tell you guys that, because I know a lot of wig sisters, and I was one of them, who can't stand permatease, but then you get frustrated when you can't afford the wigs. And permatease is that trade-off. Like everything else we talk about in the world, there's always trade-offs. That's sort of a trade-off. But really super cute. I just think this cut is fun and cute. And I love the waves. I love the curl pattern. So I'm really, really pleased with this wig. You know, like I said, basic caps. You're not going to wear her off your forehead, but she lays just great. Really does a good job of laying out of the face for the most part. You can't really see that there's no lace front there. If you want to cut a full fringe in, you kind of can, but you're really going to struggle because of the curl. You can see how she lays. There's just wave throughout all of the fibers. She's not really like straight and then wavy. There's kind of wave everywhere. So you're going to struggle to cut the bangs in such a way that they're not going to lay funny. Now, I think you can trim and thin them a little bit if you want to wear it more in the front and keep it a little bit more out of your eyes. But that's going to take a little, oops, got my finger stuck in a wave. That's going to take a little bit of skill. So if you're unskilled at cutting, this isn't going to be one of the easier ones. I also think that you could take heat to it, maybe some steam, and straighten them just a little bit. That will help as well. Let's look at that cap. So with the permatease that I was talking about, it's not heavy and you can't see it. It's not visible on the cap. There's the front. There's the ear tabs. Lots of hair sewn in on these ear tabs, which means you're going to get really good coverage over here. No extended nape, and you've got the Velcro adjusters, which I really love. And so I think she runs very true to average. I have the adjusters all the way out. I have not cinched her in, and I have no need to cinch her in at all. And I'm 22 inches, so you're going to struggle at 23 inches to wear this one comfortably. It's definitely true to average. I don't have a lot of extra cap, maybe a tiny bit. So if you're just a little bit bigger than me in your over the head measurements, I think you'll be okay. I even think average petite can wear this comfortably. And so let's just, what I started to say about the permatease. So when you look down on the cap here, you cannot see visible permatease. They did such a good job of giving you enough permatease that the cap is disguised, but not so much that you see the nestiness of it. And that is another risk with basic cap wigs, where you sometimes can see the permatease, especially in unrooted colors. I often say if you're going to get a basic cap wig, a rooted color might be your better option, because that darker rooting really disguises all that, but you don't need it here. They did just a really good job. Really good job. I think my only thing about this one that I, for my preference, would prefer is a little bit of rooting. I just like rooted blondes. I'm not a blonde at heart, and I don't see myself, when I see myself in a wig like this, I miss that rooting. Although I do think it looks pretty good, but that's the only regret. Otherwise, I love it. I would wear this wig a lot. I just think it's fun. It's a great summer wig, great winter wig if you're going to wear turtlenecks and scarves. Keeping the hair up off of those things is really a good idea. And so I really like this cut. It's just great. So that's Liana for you. I will get outside so you can see this outside. And I'll be honest, you guys, I've had this one for quite a while. I took a little break from doing reviews, and I don't remember if I did an out of the box or not. So if I have one, I'll tack it on. If not, then about the only thing I would have done to it would have been to shake it out, maybe spray it with water and scrunch it up to get rid of box hair. I don't ever do any more than that, but I put this back in the box, and it's been in the box for a good at least 5 months. So this is out of the box after 5 months at least of just sitting in the box. I shook her out, I did this, and she was good to go. So I think it's a good one. All right, let's get outside. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe if you're not, because it just helps my channel. The more engagement you guys have with my channel, the more my channel is seen and recommended, and then the more wig sisters will find the information that they're looking for. And I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody, we are outside with the WigPro Color 9 Tones on Liana. Oh, really a great ashy brown blonde. Kind of in between. I think she probably looks a little bit lighter out here. Great, great color. No rooting. You can see that you can't see that permatease like I mentioned in the video. We got bright sunlight on this right now. The sun's been in and out of the clouds. It's always great if I can show it a little bit cloudy and a little bit sunny, but you can also see with this wind how well she moves. Just a super natural piece. Really natural. All right, I hope this helped you. Thank you for watching.